This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Okay, and welcome back to second quarter action. Here, Lake City has just got the ball. Holt takes it, looking for some running room. He's got some up the middle, makes a nice move. He's looking to get to the outside. Found the outside, got a good block there. He could go, and he does go into the end zone. Matt Holt. 43-yard touchdown run by Matt Holt. And boy, I would like to take another look at that one. Here it goes. Heading towards that outside. Picked up a nice key block there, and he went right down the sideline and into the end zone. And boy, is it ever quiet over on the McBain side. Wow, Lake City up 20-0 and looking to add to that with the extra point here. Oh, a little bit of a scramble there. Don't know if he bobbled the snap, so that didn't work out. But the Trojans take a 20-0 lead on a 43-yard run from Matt Holt. Wow, he's quick.
Yeah,
he really is.
Yeah, he kind of waits for the hole to develop. If you watch his running style, he waits until there's an opening and then he moves into it. And once he gets a little running room, he's difficult to get tackled.
Yeah, and you know that's a hard thing to coach. You know, you just have to kind of have a natural instinct for that. And I mean, you can coach it, but boy, he really is patient in there and picks his spots. And boy, he's quick. He just accelerates.
Yeah, he cuts just right at the right times too. Guys get their hands on him, but then he cuts, and then they can't keep their hands on him.
All right, so Lake City building up a lead here. We're only 14 seconds into the second quarter, and they are already kicking off to McBain. So, boy, it's going to be real important for McBain to get a little something going here before this game gets out of hand. I mean, they've been across the 50-yard line into Lake City territory, but really haven't gotten the job done on third and fourth downs. Here is the kickoff. Nice big kick all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's number 3, Justin Camphouse. He's looking for room, but a host of Trojans there. He might have got over the 15, maybe to the 17-yard line, so McBain will start 1st and 10 from there.
Not a lot of breathing room to be found out there for the Ramblers so far.
No, and they got a long ways to go.
Have had some nice runs from the line of scrimmage, especially in the first quarter. See if they can mount some drives here to start the second.
All right, so McBain looking to get something going here in this second quarter. UTEC takes the snap, fakes the hand. Well, he handed it off the middle, but Lake City was definitely ready for that. Maybe a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up about a 2nd and 8, maybe 7. As McBain continues to keep it on the ground. Now, they have been down in both their games so far this year. I'm not sure that they have been down 20 points. That's a deep hole to dig out of, but we'll see what they can get started here. Okay, so UTEC under center takes a snap. He hands it off to Seelan. Seelan looking for some room around the corner and met there by a host of Trojans. Might have picked up a couple. That is going to leave them a 3rd and about 5. And they are at their own about 23-yard line. So
pretty tough to pick out numbers on that tackle. You had half of the Lake City defensive squad in on that tackle.
They all wanted their name called on that one.
They did.
Okay, so big play here from McBain. They've got 3rd and 5 to go. UTEC takes the snap. Looks like he's going to roll the pass. He's got a guy outside. That's number 11. Caught and good for a 1st down. He's all the way out to about the 34-yard line. So that is McBain's first pass of the night, and it was good for a 1st down. And, boy, that was a big play. They would have had to been punting deep from their zone and giving Lake City excellent field position.
It's good blocking by the McBain offensive line there to give enough time for that to develop.
Okay, so that gives McBain a 1st and 10. They're starting here at the 34-yard line. UTEC takes a snap. looking for some room, hands it off, and Lake City right there again. They're not budging. That was number 44 on the carry, Noah Hendrickson. And I think it's probably a good idea to get him tackled before he gets some running speed going. He looks like he's a load to bring down, Mike.
They've got some sizable backs.
Okay, so that's going to bring up a second and about 8. UTEC takes a look at the defense. Takes a snap, hands off to Seelan. Seelan looking inside and good for maybe 1 or 2. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long. About a 3rd and 6. So Lake City has done a very good job defending and putting McBain in some long 3rd down situations here tonight so far.
Yeah, the guys on the line defensively are filling the gaps quickly for Lake City. It's hard to find a lot of room.
You know, these games are won and lost on the line of scrimmage, as they say. Okay, UTEC takes a snap. Looks like he handed off and tripped. I think he kept it. Tripped over and maybe got a yard. Nonetheless, that is going to bring up a 4th and long. And so going to be faced with a decision here. They are still in their territory. They're all the way out to the 37-yard line. Are they going to go or are they going to punt?
Looks like we're looking at a punt here.
Yeah, Lake City's got Zach Noren back to accept the punt. So it looks like they are punting it away. Gets it up and away. Long liner. Noren picks it up, makes a move, gets around one defender. Oh, another move, and oh boy. And let's just hope he's okay. That was a face mask on that play, obviously, and my neck hurt just looking at that one.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Your hand gets on it and instinctually just grabs it. Don't think that was anything done maliciously at all there. It just happens, unfortunately, sometimes.
Okay, so the officials are looking at the spot of that foul. Probably going to be a 15-yarder, no doubt. So that's going to put Lake City in pretty good field position here. As we're ticking down, we've got 8:13 left in the second quarter. And Mike, what are some opportunities for some people to get some DVDs of these games?
There's some really good ones available at CCTV or Cadillac.org and MInews26.com. You can get single games, or you can pre-order an entire box set of a season. It's all there. Cadillac, McBain, Mesick, Pine River, Lake City games. Lots of opportunities for people to catch these games again and to keep a part of these kids' important part of their high school careers.
Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, those are nice opportunities. Stocking stuffers, birthday gifts, whatever it happens to be. It'd be nice to have those DVDs to watch yourself on television and your high school career playing some football. So thanks for letting us know about that. And we'll give you more information on that as the game goes on. And okay, so they're actually making McBain kick the ball over again here, because I think they feel they can get a good return. So McBain is going to punt again. The snap is off. Punt is up. Noren's looking to get it, lands, and looks like it's going to be down at the 30-yard line. So I don't know if that worked out the way Lake City was hoping it would, but nonetheless, that's kind of some of the decisions you make. So they're looking to start their series here at the 30-yard line.
Good punt by McBain. Noah Hendrickson, number 44. That's a good kick for this level of football.
Okay, so Holt takes the looking at the defense. He's going to be in the shotgun here. They've got split outs both on the right and left. Holt takes it. He's looking to run, pitches it back, and nothing there as the McBain defenders swarm. Let's see the number on that. Looked like that was number 34. Levi Francisco on that carry. So he ended up losing a couple on that one. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 to be about the 28-yard line.
Pretty important for McBain to have a good stand here with where we're at with the clock and the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so here comes Lake City again. They've got their spread offense working. Holt takes the snap, hands it off, looking for room up the middle. Looks like he's got some room to run. That was number 34 again, Levi Francisco. And it looks like he got over the 40-yard line. Good for a first down. So Lake City will have it 1st and 10 from the 41.
And that was looking scary again, but Gavin Seeland there finally was able to get him down.
Okay. So Holt gets back into the huddle. Here come the Trojans. They have been known to pass on 1st, 2nd, or 3rd down. Doesn't really matter. They got their split offense again. Holt takes a snap, hands it off. That is number 16. Zach Noren looking for room to run. Looks like he ended up getting about 4, maybe 5. I don't know, was that a late flag coming in? Yeah, it was. There was a late flag coming in. I'll have to see what the flag was.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you get a flag that late, you know, you could get a face mask, and that certainly is another face mask against McBain. So that is going to be a Trojan first down. It looks to be just maybe like a 5-yard penalty. That one must not have been as severe. Maybe just got the hand up on the mask.
Yeah, more of an incidental contact play with the face mask.
Okay, so Lake City starts at midfield. 1st and 10. Holt's looking to pass downfield. He's got a guy and picked off by McBain. That's Seelan. He's got room to run. Holt comes over and makes the tackle. But huge turnover by Cole Seelan. So we will take a look at that again. I think Seelan was watching Holt's eyes the whole way on that. Made a nice play on the ball. Here it is. There's the pass, and the pass had some zip on it too, but I think Seelan was just reading the play all the way. Made a beautiful play, and that was just what McBain needed.
That was good timing.
Okay. So they are in Lake City territory starting out this drive. Looks to be at about the 37-yard line. UTEC under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Seelan. He's looking for room, getting on the outside, and tripped up nicely by number 1, Devin Davis. Nice tackle for a loss of about 2 on the play.
Amazing how effective those shoestrings can be sometimes if you get a hold of them. This does the job.
Yeah, and when you've got the football and someone's just grabbing a little bit at your foot, it's just, you know, you're just like, oh man, I just can't believe he let me tackle me by my foot.
Yeah, you can see all that open field in front of you.
Okay, so McBain takes it. They got about a 2 or 3 yard loss on that play. So we have 2nd down from the 40. UTEC under center, takes the ball, hands it off up the middle. Ball comes out. And boy, that ball spit right out. And who was that? That was Cole Seelan who jumped on that. They ended up losing another 2 or 3, but at least they didn't lose the ball.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was like they weren't even sure where the ball was at. It just was almost like a bouncy ball out there, just running free.
Okay, so that puts McBain backwards for 2 consecutive plays. We've got 5:27 left in the 2nd quarter, and looks to be like McBain is taking a timeout here.
Yeah, let's get back to our DVDs here.
Okay, Mike, yeah, let's let the people know what the DVD opportunities are.
With what's available there from the different games you can purchase, those games are being produced in cooperation between the Wexford Missaukee Career Tech Center, CCTV, and My News 26. Students run the cameras, the graphics, and the instant replay, and they're supervised by a pro director. This year we have 2 vans out filming 2 different football games every week. I believe that's a bit of an upgrade maybe from prior seasons. We're getting more coverage out there.
Yes, it is. We're at 9 games, and now we're at 18 games per season.
That's excellent. Games first air Fridays at 11 p.m. and Saturdays at 11 a.m. Replays Saturday at 4 and Sunday at 4. And this particular game here will Also, besides Saturday, will be available Sunday at 4 to watch again. And pretty exciting game so far. So.
Okay, yeah. So let's see if McBain can get something going here. They got a 3rd and long. Looks like they're passing. Passes out to, and just a little bit too wide. He was shooting for number 23. That's Michael Hooker. And no chance at that one. So brings up another 4th down. But this time they're in Lake City territory. What do you think? Got to go for it? I think they got to get something going. I mean,
I wouldn't be. I think the field position speaks to they're going to try to push it forward on the ground or through the air rather than a punt.
Okay, so we will see. Lake City was ready for a punt, but no, that is not going to happen. So they're going for it on 4th and, it's 4th and a bunch. Looks to be about maybe 16.
Looks like they're going to regroup before they decide. So
going to regroup and talk about it a little bit. It's a pivotal play if they want to keep this drive going and try to get something on the scoreboard here before the first half is over. Okay. Sure, let's hear about our sponsors again.
Sponsors for this game, which goes in conjunction with everything that's going on here. Can't really make it work without them. Presented by Cadillac Castings. We've got Cadillac Tire, Napa with locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids. Lake City Materials, the Wakely Agency, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Godfrey, Chevrolet Buick, Pizza Plus out of Cadillac, Bowman and Rogers, Lake City Miniature Golf, and Miller's Corner.
Okay, and thank you to our sponsors. And we would also like to let you know that if you are would like to promote your business during the TV broadcast of these sports, you can contact the My News 26 sales teams at 231-577-1844 or email sales@mynews26.com to learn more. Okay, 4th down, here we go. McBain is looking to go in the air. He's got a nice pass, but defending there from Lake City was number 10, Waylon Ising, who made a nice play, and that is going to turn the ball over on downs to Lake City. So nice defensive play to stop that drive.
It was. McBain hasn't gone to the air a lot this game, but I would say when they do, their plays, their pass plays look good. They got guys running good routes. They're getting the ball. They're completing some of their passes. That was just good defense.
Yep. Excellent job. So Lake City takes over at their 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Holt takes it out of the shotgun. He's looking to pass again. Brings it out to, that's number 12, Bisball. And Bisball gets out over midfield to about the 53-yard line.
Number 3, Gavin Seeland, was first in on that tackle.
Okay, so that is going to be just shy of a 1st down. Looked like he picked up 9 on that play. That will bring up a 2nd and short. And, what a nice position to be in, 2nd and short. You can pretty much do whatever you want on a 2nd and short.
Yeah, they're going to be expecting the run, so hard to say what they'll do.
Take a stab at the end zone. You never know. Here we go. Holt from the shotgun takes it. Fading back to pass. He looks like he's setting up a screen. He's got so that was Zach Noren caught it, and someone was right there to trip him up. So they end up losing a couple on that one.
Yeah, he was getting hit before he even got a chance to fully secure the ball. So he did a good job keeping a hold of it.
Okay, good thought. That's the first screen attempt that we've seen tonight. So defended well by McBain. Seemed to be somewhat ready for that play. So as we're ticking down to about 4:20 left in the first half, Lake City will take the ball just on their side of midfield. Under snap, hands it off. That is Noren again, and
got some laundry on the field.
Yeah, he got close to the 1st down, but there's a yellow flag out there. We'll see. It could have been in that holding area again. Officiating crew is taking a look.
Yeah, once again, one of those slow developing plays which gets harder to sustain your block.
That's right. You got to stick up for those linemen. They're doing their best. They're
I
trying hard.
They are.
I
don't think people realize.
You hate to get the penalties, but in their defense, they're trying. They're trying to make something happen and everything. But the old stripes are always watching, aren't they?
Yep, they are. They do. You do 100 good things and one bad.
Yep. Well, those offensive linemen, they don't get a lot of attention out there. But they do a great job because the yards won't rack up the way they do for the running backs if it wasn't for the linemen taking care of that. So, hey, I would like to mention we've got the officiating crew out here.
Rick Stone, Chris Patton, Patrick Peters, Alex Lefebvre, and Patrick Uhrig.
Okay, so thanks to them for officiating tonight. They're doing a fine job. There hasn't been a ton of penalties. There's been a few, but looks like a pretty clean game so far. Okay, so Holt gets under center, takes the snap. He's looking to pass the ball. He's got some receivers open. He's being chased, and boy, he's still able to get out almost to the 50-yard line. And you thought the defender was right there to tackle him, and you just can't reach him. He's a little quicker than he looks.
Yeah, he is. He waits for the right time to leave. We do have another flag down. Let's see what we get.
And another holding. Okay, so
you're making the officiating crew earn their money a little bit here tonight.
Yep.
But like you said, for the most part, pretty clean first half.
Mm-hmm. And they, I've got to look. They are playing for a trophy tonight. Apparently, since about maybe 2003 or 2004, these teams who are big rivals have been playing for. What was it called? Well,
it's a long one. It's got a long title that goes along with it.
It was the Misaki Sentinel Gridiron Traveler, I think is what they called it. So that's a trophy that's been going back and forth between these two teams and towns for the past number of years. So
it's a classy looking trophy too. It looks like something that you'd be proud to have.
Okay, so here we are. We got 3rd and a mile for Lake City. Holt takes the snap. He's got a few guys open. Looks for, he's got Bisball out to the 40, so that gains some of it back. But when you've got a mile to go, a half mile's not going to quite cut it.
No, nice play.
Okay.
Good protection up front. They got a little bit of it back.
That brings up a 4th down and about 13. I think this will be Lake City's first punt of the game. And it took all the way until 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half for that to happen. So McBain is going to get the ball back. Seelan looked like he's back to receive. And punt is nowhere near him. Oh, he got a great bounce. And excellent bounce for Lake City anyway, not for McBain. That ball ended up rolling out of bounds all the way down to about looks like the 20, maybe the 22, 23-yard line.
20-yard roll on the end of that thing.
Okay, so that boosts the numbers for the punter. And I didn't happen to catch who punted that ball. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I missed that too. Like I said, that was their first punt of the game, I believe.
Okay, so we've got 3:12 left in the first half. McBain is looking to get a little something going offensively. It has been dominated so far by Lake City. Scoring-wise, we've got 22-0 as McBain goes under center and starts their series here from the 22. Hands off inside, nothing there.
Really important that McBain takes care of the football with the field position and the clock right now. They're down a few scores, but I would say that they're not out of it if they can keep Lake City out of the end zone for the rest of this half.
Yeah, I don't think they want to give the ball back. So,
no.
But that's probably going to require at least one first down. So 2nd and 10, no gain on that run up the middle as Lake City's defense has been standing tall tonight. So UTEC takes the under center, takes the snap, looks to pass. He's got a man open and down. Sacked in the backfield by, that was looked like 77, Thomas Bloomberg.
Excellent form on that tackle. Sometimes kids get excited when they can feel that sack coming, but he went right for the waist, wrapped up. That's excellent coaching and excellent play by 77.
Okay, so that puts McBain in all the way back to about the 17-yard line. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 15. As they've come out in a split set here. They need to be careful. They don't have great field position here. And looked like they was going to set up for a quick trap play, and there was a little miscommunication there.
Yeah, they blew it dead.
Okay. So there wasn't a flag. Oh, there was a flag. Okay.
Yeah, false start.
All right.
False start on McBain.
Okay, so that's going to back them up a little bit deeper. We've got 1:52 to go in this first half. McBain looking to get out of a hole here. It looks like about a 3rd and 20 from their own 11-yard line.
So not ideal field positioning given the time on the clock left here in the downs.
So does the coach have it in his book? Do you have a 3rd and 20 play when you're on your 11-yard line?
Just if you have the guts to run it, that's where it can.
All right, so UTEX goes out. Oh, and knocked down nicely by number 12. That is Wyatt Bisball.
Bisball's all over the place tonight.
Yeah, he's having an excellent game tonight.
Both sides of the ball.
He has definitely been a factor out there, showing some senior leadership in this rivalry. So that is going to bring up a 4th and 20, and Lake City looks to get the ball back. There's still 1:36 left in the half. That's Noren back to accept the punt. Punt is off. It's a short punt. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to run anything. He gets a little bit of a bounce, and it looks like it's all the way out to the 38-yard line. So Lake City will set up camp at the 38-yard line with 1:24 left.
Could be for the best. They kept it out of number 16, Zach Noren's hands.
Well, I think that's been part of the plan tonight, too, on those punts anyway.
Okay. Yeah, he's more than dangerous back there.
All right, so Lake City will start 1st and 10 here at their own 38-yard line. McBain looking to try to stay within 20 going into the second half. I think that would be an important thing for them to do. 20 points is not insurmountable. Like I say, they have been behind in their first 2 games of the season and have come back to be victorious in both of those. Holt takes a snap, looking for some running room, trying to get outside. There's all kinds of laundry on the field. That is yellow laundry, that is, which means the refs are probably, I don't know, it could be one of those holding calls again, Mike?
Yeah, it almost looked like it may have been 2 separate holds based on the way the flags were thrown, where they were thrown. But
okay, so they're talking it over here. And
good for McBain to hopefully keep Lake City at bay here, at least until halftime.
Okay, so they declined the hold, and then there was
like an illegal block.
Yep, an illegal block, so they're going to march it back from the illegal block. This looks like it's probably going to be, okay. Looks like just 10 yards, so that is going to take them back to about the 48-yard line.
Still getting some explanations to the players on what's happening here.
Okay. So that looks like it's going to be a 1st and about 20 from their own 48. Clock is ticking down. There's just over 1 minute remaining as Lake City comes up to, and somebody just took a timeout.
Looks like we got a timeout. Maybe a good time to bring back some of our key players that aren't on the field here.
Okay.
Jeff,
who's bringing us this broadcast tonight?
That's Eric Watilla. He's our director, replaying graphics. Remington Hernandez on our cameras. We have Joe Ayton. We have Caleb Drake and Jake Owens.
Yeah, and they really do a good job up there. They've got a nice 3-camera setup. And replays, graphics, the whole works tonight. So thanks to our crew for bringing us this broadcast. As Holt takes a snap from under center, looking to hand it off. No, he's looking to pass, trying to evade a defender and is not able to do it. And that's number 24 on that tackle, George Brown. Drops Holt for a loss.
Good stop from McBain.
Lake City has done nothing but gone backwards on this this drive so far. But there still is 47 seconds left, as it looks like they're going to take a timeout and think about it here.
Speaking of our broadcast, we will have some more games to bring to you next week. We have Lake City at Manton. We'll have Bill Dooley on the microphone for that game.
Okay, so
the venerable Bill Dooley.
We got the old veteran out there, Bill, running that game next week.
That's the one you want to hear. And then we have Manistee Catholic at Music, and that will be my partner here, Jeff Costello.
All right.
If he's gracious enough, he might give me another shot at this.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be 8-man football. This is Music's first year of going to the 8-man football. It seems to be, a more popular thing with a number of these schools who are struggling to keep enough players to run football programs and whatnot. So it's going to be my first time seeing a game. So I've heard it's pretty exciting. When there's less players out on the field, there's more green.
Yeah, there is.
There's more room to run and less players to tackle and everything. So,
like you said, it seemed to have breathed some life into some of our schools with, struggling student populations and having a hard time getting enough bodies. It seemed to help.
Okay, so that'll be exciting next week. That'll be next Friday in Music. Okay, so here we go. Lake City's got, they're trying to get this playoff, and I think McBain just called a timeout now. Looks like about second, and this could be about a mile and a half. Look like about 25, 30 yards or something like that. So,
yeah,
but, they have been successful throwing the ball tonight. They've got those 4 wide receivers spread out. And Holt, he scrambles. He can throw the ball a ton. And when he decides to tuck it in and run, definitely a nice weapon to have on your side.
Yeah, and their offensive line seems to be able to buy him enough time so that he can get a chance to read more than one receiver. And at this level, that's not always an option you get.
Right, exactly.
Or to even have a quarterback with the ability to do multiple reads on a pass play.
Okay, so we are not done here yet. There are still 47 seconds left in this first half. The Trojans are leading by a score of 20-0. They have put it in the end zone 3 times, and they end up missing that last extra point. And McBain has failed to get on the board as of yet. So here we go. Holt is in the shotgun. He's got 3 to the right. Looking for a little hitch play there. And caught and brought out to just over the 50-yard line. That was number 20, Jacob Ball. Ball's had a couple nice receptions tonight. So
looks like we've got another, looked like a hold.
Well, maybe that's part of the reason why he's getting so much time to throw the ball.
Yeah, it
Mike,
could be.
You think?
It could be.
They kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, I think it's probably a little more to it than that. But Lake City is really priding themselves this year on physical play, and there can be a fine line.
Yeah.
When it comes to that.
And I don't know. Maybe these players don't realize that we got TV cameras watching too.
Yeah, you can't get away with anything anymore. That's for sure.
Oh, exactly. Okay, so I don't know. We might set a record here. Lake City's lost about 40 yards on this drive.
Well, they picked the right time to get these penalties. We're just kind of at that trying to get through the end of the first half.
Okay. All right. So there's 34 seconds left. Trying to get this first half wrapped up. Lake City has dug themselves a bit of a hole here. Holt in the shotgun. Takes it. He's got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Gets it out there. That looks like Ball again. Ball made a nice move and got a little bit of it back. So he was out to close to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, nice screen. Stacked it hard to the right and then just went to the left.
Okay, that is going to bring up a 3rd down. Looks like about 25 yards or close to it, and 18 seconds left. But you got to be careful here. They're going to.
They could try for one.
They could try for one. They could try a little trick play. They've got everybody all spread out. You got to watch out for Holt. So let's see what happens here. Holt takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's got reception right up the middle. They're all the way up to the 33-yard line. They still have some time left on the clock, and it looks like they called a timeout with 7 seconds remaining. They might even be asking for a couple more seconds to be added on there. It all depends on what time it was called.
Might have been the 2 longest plays I've ever seen that did not result in a first down.
Yeah, exactly. They gained 40 yards and they're still about 12 yards short. Something like
chewed
that.
up half a field,
No.
but man, that's a long first down.
Yeah, it is. They've got, what, like 4th and about 5 to go, which from where they were a couple plays ago is amazing.
That's
good stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. This game was just flying by, but we've had a number of timeouts here right in the waning moments of the second quarter, and really slowed things down.
Yep, so they've got a 7 ticks of the clock here left. That could possibly be 2 plays, but I mean, it is a 4th down, so I'm not sure really a first down right here is important, as they might just try and shoot for the end zone.
Yeah, 7 seconds. It's kind of playing with fire there. You might want to take your shot before you don't have a shot.
All right, so here we go. Holt is looking over the defense. He's got split to the right and split to the left. Takes the ball and looks to heave it up into the end zone. He's got a player there, but just overthrew just a little bit. That was Zach Doran, who was open. Just led him a little bit too far on that, so that turns the ball over on downs to McBain with 1 second to go in the first half here.
Yeah, he just kind of hung in, Zach just kind of hung in that open space there and waited for the ball to get delivered. It was just a little off. Not by a whole lot, just a little out of reach.
All right, so more than likely that is going to just kind of bring up a kneel down here. I wouldn't imagine that McBain is going to try and do anything too tricky, but, well, we'll see. I mean, stuff can happen here. They got 1 play, 1 shot. He's under center. Hands it off. That's Cole's. Yep.
Yeah, Sealand.
Sealand.
Got a nice gain out of it.
Yep, so got a few yards there. And as we go into halftime, we've got the Lake City Trojans 20 and McBain Ramblers nothing. This is 26 Sports and CCTV bringing you high school action, and we will see you for second half action. We will also keep the cameras rolling here a little bit, and we will be watching the Trojan Marching Band, and that marching band director is Philip Bossenberger. Okay, and we're going to go to a break first, and then we will come back and you'll listen to the Trojan Band.